Be very careful not to get eliminated in the group assessment for cabin crew. This stage eliminates 54% of candidates at every airline in the world. And in this video, I'm going to cover the 4 mistakes that get the most people eliminated. Hello, how are you? I'm Romulo Gutierrez. This is the Flight Deck Briefing channel. I've been a recruiter and selector for 28 years for airlines all over the world. I've even provided training to the recruiters at more than 35 airlines. And I'm going to tell you what will get any cabin crew candidate eliminated in the group assessment. The first mistake is a lack of active listening. Of course, when we go to a group assessment for a cabin crew position, we want to talk, we want to participate, we want to show the recruiter that we're the most prepared candidate. However, they're going to be observing if you're able to listen, if you're capable of active listening. How do I demonstrate that in a group assessment? A colleague is speaking during the group's individual presentations, whether on video or in person, and I'm paying attention with my eyes, with my head, smiling. At certain points, when we have to solve a group challenge, I'll jot something down, showing that I'm present and paying attention. This behavior gets a lot of people approved, and the lack of it gets a lot of people eliminated. Listen carefully, with your ears, with your eyes, and with your head. That's the first tip for the group assessment. The second one gets a lot of people eliminated, not being able to back down when necessary. In some airline selection processes, it's very common for them to set a specific task. For example, you're in the selection for Lufthansa, and they've defined a task that you all have to do as a group. And let's say you gave an opinion about an in-flight situation they presented. And then a colleague or the recruiter questions you and says, look, I think maybe the best way to resolve this, for example, this passenger who's bothered by a crying child, wouldn't be to switch their seat. Why don't we come up with another solution? If you realize at any point that your idea might not be the best one, back down, take a step back, change your mind. Because recruiters value candidates who can change their minds without any issue. After all, when you're performing in-flight service, even when it comes to air safety issues, reviewing procedures, not the ones that are already established, but changing procedures for the safety of the flight and for the best comfort of the crew and passengers, that is an essential attribute. So that's another tip. Stubborn candidates who don't change their minds get eliminated. And one thing I'll tell you to help you form a strong opinion is to subscribe to Flight Deck Briefing. We never miss a video here. There are new videos every Wednesday at 1 p.m. The world of international aviation and selection processes are all right here. And if you absolutely don't want to make any mistakes in your selection process, I've left the ebook in the first comment. It's the Zero Error Guide for selection processes for cabin crew, and also for pilots and co-pilots. When you access the ebook, you'll see I've listed the 50 most common mistakes that unfortunately get a lot of people eliminated all over the world. Go check out the ebook because there's a special price for Flight Deck Briefing subscribers. The link is in the first pinned comment. Let's move on to the third important tip, or the third major mistake people make in group assessments, not including the shy ones. Think about it. Emirates, Qatar Airways, Singapore Airlines, Lufthansa, Ryanair, Delta Airlines, American Airlines, United Airlines, Air France, all the airlines in the world, I just named 7 or 8, all of them include a little word in their company values called inclusion. Inclusion. How much that company includes people, including people. During the group assessment, you have to be inclusive. I'll give you an example. We're participating in the group assessment, and suddenly the candidate, Amanda, can't express herself during a case study that the 4 of us have to solve. She can't speak. The other 2 candidates and I are quite persuasive. We speak well, we explain things, and she's more shy, more withdrawn. So how do I include her? It's very simple. 5 minutes, 7 minutes into the assessment, the recruiter said we have 15 minutes in total. 5 minutes in. Hey everyone, I think it would be interesting to hear Amanda's opinion. Amanda hasn't spoken yet. Amanda, how would you resolve this situation with the drunk passenger who is disturbing the sleep of the elderly passenger next to him? How would you... That was the situation, the case study we had to solve. For example, how can we solve this, Amanda? Give us your opinion. I'm going to bring Amanda into the center of the conversation. I'm going to bring Amanda in to discuss it with us. That sensitivity during a group assessment makes all the difference. A lot of people get this wrong and are eliminated. In fact, this is in the ebook. It's one of the tips, among many others I have from the 50 mistakes that candidates make. And now, I think this might be the worst mistake of all. But before I continue, if you want live online mentoring here at Flight Deck Briefing, a mentorship where we'll get on a video call, train you for group assessments, for video-based stages, or even for face-to-face interviews, you can also find the link in the pinned comment to sign up for the live online mentoring sessions. You'll click, choose your session package, the number of sessions you want, you'll pick the day, you'll pick the time, and you'll click to make a 100% secure payment on Hotmart, which is a world-renowned platform with clear refund policies. You schedule your session, and we'll meet to train you for any stage of the selection process at any airline, so you can succeed. Now let's move on to the fourth major mistake in group assessments: not managing your time. Global aviation is run by the clock. The clock is one of the most important factors. If you're given 1 minute for your personal introduction in the group assessment, don't take 1 minute and 5 seconds. Do it in 55 to 60 seconds. Always be mindful of the time. Candidates who don't consider or care about the time in any group assessment activity will always fail. I've told you the factors that cause you to fail in a group assessment. And now I'm going to give you a list of 7 points that I haven't mentioned in this video, but that will get you approved in any group assessment in any airline selection process worldwide. Watch this video here because it will help you a lot. I wish you excellent preparation, all the best, and see you later. Bye.